Hi everybody, welcome to G4G here on YouTube. Today we are in Paladins for open beta patch 45, and we do have a new hero to take a look at. First, let's see what's going on with these chests over here. So it looks like doesn't mention anything over there. However, there seems to be a new skin for one of our characters over here. Tyra's got some new skins going on over here. And we'll have to do it this way. Tyra. Okay, so she's got this Baroness look. And finally, she actually gets something that changes her hair a little bit. It almost looks like she gets a lot she does get a lot thinner, I think. See, okay, this happened with Overwatch where May's lunar outfit, Chinese New Year outfit, unintentionally, quote unquote, made her look thinner. And people kind of freaked out, like, why are you de-chunking May? And the internet partially freaked out. Blizzard was like, no, we're sorry, it was not meant to do that. But this clearly takes her from kind of a robust physique to a slightly slimmer one, maybe about the same size as Cassie, I think. The legs do look like they're thin. I mean, I don't personally care. They can do what they want to do. She looks thinner, she looks thinner. Big friggin' deal. I mean, it's just something that is, I think, a little bit noticeable. And it kind of makes her look taller because less of her legs are covered and they look a little bit thinner. But there is Baroness Tyra. It's a pretty cool outfit. I like it a lot. And it actually does have a kind of Baroness from G.I. Joe look to it. I think it's cool. But we have this new hero, Inara. And when you first see her, and I don't want to sound sexist in saying this, you kind of think, oh, she's going to be support. She's going to be healer. And then I clicked overview, and she's front line. I was like, wow, that's surprising. However, she does have kind of a stony look to her. So she might certainly be. So it seems like what changes is just simply the rose in her hair, which, again, minor change, which something Paladins is known for. The dress is definitely due change, except for the Celestine. The Celestine doesn't really seem to do much of any... Well, okay, so it changes the yellow sashes to the blue. Okay. So, she's got her default. She's got the Garnet Spear, Amethyst Spear, and the Celestine. I kind of think the Amethyst is the way to go. The purple seems to stand out more than anything.
Wait.
Be careful, middle.
I like the fact that everybody has their default voice just automatically unlocked now. I think it's stupid to have everybody sound like the announcer. That's pretty cool for an MVP pose. Excuse me, an MVP pose. Alright, so let's take a look at her skills. Stone Spear. Fire a burst of 3 projectiles, dealing 225 damage over 0.4 seconds every 1 second. Earthen Guard. Enter a defensive stance that lasts 5 seconds where you and your deployables take 30% reduced damage. Warder's Field. Place a stone obelisk that pulses, which slows enemies for 60% and deals 150 damage. Impasse. Deploy a wall that grows out of the ground, lasts 5 seconds. Seismic Crash is the ultimate. Throw your spear, passing through the shields and stunning any enemies within 40 units of its impact for 2 seconds.
You are not welcome here.
I still kind of wonder where the front line is unless she's got a lot of hit points. But, you know, that's what training is for. So we will go into training. We will go to the shooting range. And we will pick her. Again, I admit, when I see her, I think support. And it's not just because she's a woman. And I'm not saying a woman can't be support. It's just she has that look. I mean, look at Overwatch and look at Zarya. Obviously, it can be done. Mother's Grace. Earthen Guard gains 20% increased damage reduction. Warder's Field now cripples. Reduces the cooldown of Impasse. We'll go with that. And basic. Wow, this is like the old FPS Witch Haven, or... You know what? It reminds me of Hexen or Heretic. So she's got a burst fire for her left. Is that... Okay, so that seems to be credits. Wow, she doesn't really do a lot of damage. Can she crit on a headshot? Oh, now she's melting. She's not really critting, but she's doing... very interesting. She's doing a lot of damage up close. So that's why she's frontline. And yeah, she does seem to have a lot of health. Alright, so right click.
Enemy is unstoppable.
She doesn't seem to get slow when she does that.
That's 5 in a row.
So this is probably the wall.
Unbreakable.
An enemy is savage.
Interesting. I like it. This should be the slow... There's the slow rock dealing damage.
Enemies are firing on me. Out of my way.
And let's see what her ultimate looks like.
You are not welcome here.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Enemy is unstoppable.
That was a good amount of AoE there. I wonder, since he moves, he's gonna be really good for this.
An enemy is godlike.
This is my domain.
Oh, I bet you I know a great combo. Alright, we're gonna wait for things to cool. And we're gonna wait for Pip to run to a corner. This could be fun. Alright, so wall... Did he walk around it? Where is he?
Is annihilated.
Or maybe I knocked him up. I sort of want to have a melee strike in this game. I have a bind that I use as a melee hit in most games like this, so, alright. Wall.
What's your step?
I screwed that up. I hit my wrong binds. What I want to try to do is use wall to pin him somewhere and then drop that totem and force him into it. It's, you know what it sort of is like? It's sort of like an Earth version of Mei. Alright.
You shall not pass. should have fled when you had the chance.
Very, very interesting. I like it. If you can pin like say you're chasing somebody and you pin them in this corner and then drop it, it's pretty cool.
You are not welcome here.
That's 13 in a row.
Alright, so how weak can we get the bolt to be? Very interesting with this fall off. I don't know that there is another hero.
While the land shall meet their end.
Oh, it raised her up. I want to see if it pulses through the wall. It's going to be interesting if you can wall somebody in the corner and then drop the totem. Yep,
Will withstand this
it
attack.
definitely works. Alright, now let's try this shield. Still felt like I was getting hit for a decent amount. And so when you use the ultimate,
You are not welcome here.
it just winds up and throws by itself. There's not much you can do. So I think you would probably really want to be safe and maybe not have another one putting up a wall. Alright, let's...
This is my domain.
So how much is a normal
I
hit?
am besieged.
Okay. 250. Yeah, it definitely takes off quite a bit of damage. I can see where she's frontline. Clearly she's got to get close to do good damage. She does seem to have high hit points. Not getting much. I'm not seeing like a rotation. It's just always going to be flat in front of her like she's putting up a TV. Kind of looks like she's trying to put up a flat screen like, hey guys, get out of here. You.
Unbreakable.
I don't know how easy it is to hop over this wall.
Out of my way.
Kind of seemed like with a little bit of leverage from these logs that I could. No. So if you just tap the button, she just straight up walls. You have to hold the button if you want to do a little care for the placement. But I think I'm just going to call this her flat screen TV. Because, oh, there it's rotated. Interesting. Seems to be maybe collision is rotating it. I wonder if she can do...
You shall not pass.
Yeah, she can. She can do the May.
An enemy
She's kind of, in certain ways, she's an earthy May. You know, whereas May is like frost and water based, she is clearly earth based.
You are not welcome here.
I think she's gonna have some pretty wicked combos.
An enemy is savage.
She could be a lot of fun. Again, a little surprised looking the way that she does that she is frontline, but that's pretty cool. So we've had a semi-recent frontline in Torvald. He's got the shields and shield drain and everything.
Inara.
Enter defensive state where you in. So her deployable is the walled and the obelisk. So what I was calling the totem. If you drop those and then earth and guard, you give them more life. She's got some ridiculous combo potential. She really does. Let's see what her cards look like. Impasse gains 500 health, so that's the wall. Impasse gains 10% more damage reduction from Earth and Guard. Increase the duration of it. Underneath you knocks you up by 600 units. I don't know how much that one's going to come into play. Geomancer reduced the cooldown of Earth and Guard. That seems pretty good. Reload 10% faster. Activating it generates ammo. Heal for... Okay, I like the heal. Yeah, I would definitely like a heal for that. Standing in the water's field heals you for health. So, nah, she's gonna get really tanky. Generates ammo. Grants you damage reduction. Reduce the cooldown of it. So this is that's the totem. Gain 8% crowd control reduction. You can't be slowed. Gain maximum health. Eliminations. I think you might have a ridiculously tough person if you go health, 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 and for impasse gains 10% more damage reduction. Probably Cloudbreaker. So I think I'll make a loadout for her right now. And I'll have to craft all of them because Caretaker is already available. So let's make a loadout. And we will do 500 health. We'll keep that one low. I think that'll be one of my low cards. Healing. Maximum health. And I have another... I think this would now be a good time for a damage reduction. Can we do it off of Earth and Guard? Reduce the cooldown of it. Yeah, I think that would combo pretty well. So the impasse we're going to keep low. This we're going to bump up a little bit. That we're going to bump up a little bit. One there. And a second and a half. So we'll call it Stone Tanky. Interesting build. Is this where... No, I can't set it as default. I kind of like it. Let's see what I would have her look like. Let's go with the amethyst set to make her look a little bit different. You can pay for it in gold because I have buckets of it.
Surely this is a gift from the mother.
Yeah, I like on the purple. It stands out a little bit.
Thank you. This will do me well.
Okay. Voice. Alright, so there is a look at Inara. She is a new frontline hero, which puts her along with Barrack. I know Buck is considered flank, but he's kind of on the border of it. Fernando. Grover used to be. He isn't anymore. Makoa. Torvald. And that is about it. I think she's probably going to need a little bit of support from somebody. I don't know if Pep throwing Flask at her would be enough. Maybe Moldamba would work. Potentially a Grover she might combo well with. It's going to be certainly interesting to see how she plays out. And Earth and Guard gains... That is probably the way to go. Earth Guard gains increased damage, warns field cripples, reduce cooldown of impasse. Yeah, I don't think the wall is that special enough. I think Mother's Grace is probably the way to go, so... Alright, there's a look at Inara, the newest hero in Paladins, and Open Beta Patch 45. The Paladins Gauntlet qualifiers are going, and there is that really cool outfit for Baroness. My current quests are... win 2 games in a party, this is not going to happen, win 3, and a damage champion, win 5 PvE games. I think I will do 2 as a damage. Well, thanks for checking out the video, everybody, and enjoy yourself over in Paladins by hi-rez.